Jamaicans, here's what they think about you, and I know you saw it, so I hope that you're going to say something or do something about it. Where's the outrage?
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren.
And I'm Maureen.
Yeah, so in today's episode, we're going to be talking about a video that has been going viral on the internet. And guys, let's talk about this Lebanese girl called Sam Azam, yeah? I'm sure some of you have come across her video. And what made her go viral was because she was posting a video of herself getting out of Jamaica, her and her family. They were getting out of Jamaica through a private jet because Jamaica was recently hit by Hurricane Beryl. Guys, let's not forget that people really lost a lot in this natural disaster. People lost a lot, but this lady showed some kind of insensitivity towards
those who could not afford to get out of harm's way when Hurricane Beryl was coming to Jamaica, you know.
Right.
And mind you guys, Jamaicans are the people who made them become richer than how they were before they came to Jamaica.
And this is a prime example of you know someone's character, you know their real character
when disaster strikes or in times of distress.
Yeah, or in times of needs. And let's just say Sam showed her true colors. But guys, what are we talking about? Let's watch this video and then we come back and talk about it. If you have anything to say or if you have a thought, leave it on the comment section and we can have an engaging platform, right? Let's watch and then we come back and talk about it.
Family has been in Jamaica since the 1950s. One of the most richest and successful families in Jamaica. Immigrated from Lebanon, okay? They own one of the biggest supermarkets in Jamaica that's been open for 20 years called Megamart, okay? They just celebrated their 20th year anniversary. They also distribute produce. They're one of the biggest produce distributors. So they distribute into other smaller markets, right? Just a little side note. Why is it always that people can immigrate to other countries and end up being more successful than the people who live there? I don't want to hear that shit. They work harder and all that. I'm starting to think that these systems are rigged. We know how they are in the US, but I'm talking about in other countries because I don't know how they run out there. Right? This shit must be rigged in their favor. But anyway, that's off topic. Let's keep going, right? Now, we know we just had Hurricane Beryl that hit Jamaica. Now, one of the relatives of this big, successful family, Azan family, shows herself and other family members getting on a private jet leaving Florida. And this was her caption on her post. Us coming back to Jamaica after abandoning it for the hurricane, then acting like it didn't do anything to the country. Woo! That's very specific here. That's extremely specific. And what's crazy is for you to say that knowing all the Jamaicans that didn't have the resources or money to hop on a jet, a private jet at that, to come to the States and be safe. You make your money. That's what's so crazy too. Off the people who own businesses that are successful, they're able to be successful and make money off of the little people that are at the bottom. And then this is what you say. And I know that she's young, but I don't care if she's young. She's a product of her environment. So obviously there are conversations being had around her that made her not only say this, but feel comfortable enough to say it out loud. Now, she's given an apology video, but of course, the comments are turned off. She gave an apology video, but it was very rehearsed, and it was, I'm going to learn from my mistake. All that shit. All that fake-ass PR shit, right? But it's crazy that you would even, why would you even say that, knowing how many people were affected by the hurricane? Because here's what they think about you, baby. How sad. So, again, I ask, Jamaica, what you gonna do now?
I'm telling you this, whether or not you don't want to believe and defend the Azan family for the girl post, she's a product of her environment and she posts how she felt. And whether you want to believe it, yes or no, that's how the elites of Jamaica think of Jamaicans. So a lot of people defending them for whatever they did or whatever what's her name, Samantha or Sam Azan did, she was just living her truth. That's their thing. And the delusional Jamaicans are there, like, oh, allow the people, let them do what they want to do. Yes, they're going to do what they want to do. That's what they've been doing. They don't like Jamaica. Jamaica is a place of hustle for them. And it's not just the Azan. It's just that she do what she did, so all the attention is on Azan family. No. Most people who have money, they go to Jamaica, you know, buy lands, properties and all of that. Start business in Jamaica and get rich off Jamaicans. How would them get rich or get richer off Jamaicans? Them and the government are friends. So when income tax and, you know, general tax and all that comes into play, they might get them share, man. And even some of the Jamaicans are talking about boycotting the Azan and the Mega Mart and all the entity that they own. Oh, no, nah, do nothing. That's one thing. Oh, no, nah, do nothing. So nobody can go on like. Because most Jamaicans are foreign-minded. And I'm going to prove it to you. Like a black man would have a local corner store. I sell the same thing that the Azans are selling. And them now buy it from the black man. Them prefer God the Azan go buy it. Because, you know, him come from foreign. That's the mentality of a lot of Jamaicans. And this is everything within the black culture. Not just Jamaica. Like Jamaicans rather support the foreigner than support their own. Because them have this mentality where they say, oh, no boy now get rich off of me. Like, you know, makes sense to me. So this we are going is just a 9-day talk. Until something might get. Nobody now remember this. The Azan family came to Jamaica and basically got rich in Jamaica. Even if they had money before, they got richer whilst in Jamaica. And we have seen where brands like Gucci and other entities mock the black community. And it's the same thing the Azan girl did, mocking the Jamaicans who made her rich. The customers have the power. They know. Jamaicans, you're the one with the power. You know, like I always say, if we stop supporting these major brands, you know, their business will go down because the other races don't really buy their stuff. Most of the content is being blamed on youthful exuberance. But I'm pretty sure she's a product of her environment. And that's how others around her feel about Jamaica. What I do know about children, or about kids, they barely lie. They will mostly tell you the truth. And that's what she did. Tell the truth of what is happening around her, what they think of the Jamaican citizens. And not everyone can hop on a private jet and fly to somewhere else when disaster hits where they stays at. But she can, and she did that. And then she rubbed it in the Jamaican's face. You think she was just playing around? Then her PR stunt, she went ahead and apologized for her content.
It's just proud.
Damage control. But anyways, mocking a country that just experienced a disaster is wild. A country that make you rich or make you richer. Big up though.
So guys, let us know what you think about this episode. Well, eventually she did come out to offer a public apology, but personally I don't feel like she did it because she meant it from the bottom of her heart. I only feel like she apologized because she got caught, and she apologized because whatever she felt and posted backfired, right? But let's watch what she had to say for herself.
Dear people of Jamaica, my name is Samantha Zan, I'm 16 years old, and I recently uploaded a TikTok that was so insensitive, hurtful, and disrespectful. I truly am sorry from the bottom of my heart, and I want to apologize for my actions and words and the pain that they have caused. I live in Florida, and I was just in Jamaica for summer. I also want to make it clear that my family is not affiliated with any of the Azan businesses in Jamaica or anywhere else. I realized that the video was so thoughtless, not knowing the consequences or impacts that my words and actions could cause. For that, I am so sorry. This situation has really taught me an important lesson about the power of words and the importance of respect. I truly am committed to learn from this mistake, and I will educate myself and make sure it never happens again. I really hope you guys can forgive me, and I want you to know that I truly am sorry, and I meant every single thing I said in this video.
So welcome back, guys. Is it safe to say that these foreigners that you normally welcome into countries, the local places, they don't care about the community they set up businesses in? I feel like it's safe to say that, because clearly they only cared about what they were getting from the community, and the best time for them to show support or to show themselves was during these times of need, where they could have done something positive to, impact the community. Instead, their first action was, which is not bad, to save themselves, but her first action was to mock the community she was leaving behind.
Right, and this is why you always hear a lot of black people nowadays in black communities, black Americans and some Jamaicans, saying when you go to a particular place and you find two types of businesses, a black-owned business and, POC or white-owned business, you should support the black-owned business first, But as we've seen time and again, I don't know what it is with us black people, because we usually just tend to automatically trust businesses of white people before we trust businesses of our fellow black people.
Right, and this is what they normally say. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and this was a perfect example of such the type of businesses that whatever goes behind closed doors, but this just happened to be exposed.
Yeah.
And there was also another incident where let me just use this as an example. Chinese people opened a business in Nigeria. Again, what did they do to that said community? They were locking these people out of that business.
Black people, they were only allowing Asian people and Chinese people to shop with them, but no black person was allowed to shop with them. And they're in a predominantly black country in Nigeria.
So they want to benefit from their business, to benefit from the grounds of that community, but they wouldn't care less about the community they set up shop in, I don't know, you guys. Let us know what you think about this episode, because there's also another thing I saw. Shinsea is a Jamaican artist, although she lives in abroad. I don't know how Jamaicans feel about her, because I also understand that there's some things that Jamaicans don't like about her, but let me tell you, when it counted, Shinsea showed up for them, because I saw
at least that is what we saw on social media.
So we don't know if it was photo ops or she genuinely cared from, deep from the bottom of her heart, because after Hurricane Beryl happened, Shinsea went back to Jamaica and she tried, doing some charity work there. And I was like, at least she tried, because her help helped somebody, So I'm like, I don't know, you guys, let us know what you think about this episode. I feel like,
and also, since Hurricane Beryl happened a few days ago, please just update us. Did you guys manage to successfully cancel the Lebanese business, or is it still having as much traffic as it did before Hurricane Beryl?
Yeah, but let me just say, Jamaicans, we are really, really sorry that you had to go through this, all right? And I really, really hope that you guys find comfort in these difficult times. Although I feel like I really do love the spirit of Jamaicans. They never give up, because I saw on the internet a lot of people are making jokes about moments, and I'm like, the fact that you can be able to find some joy even after you've been hit by a disaster, like, that speaks a lot about
the kind of people you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. So guys, let us know what you think about this episode, and you can also consider subscribing if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, and we'll see you on our next episode.